Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Lindsay, and today I'm going to be sharing my February favorites. At the tail end of this video, I am going to discuss why I decided to change my final WW goal weight. I would just like to start out by giving a huge thanks to Mother Nature, who let the sun grace us with its presence today. So I have some beautiful natural lighting here in my bedroom. This might seem like a weird place to film like food favorites, but to be honest, I'm hiding from my kids because they're very loud in the background of my videos. So I am going to share some food favorites from the month of February, some lifestyle favorites, and then I will wrap up the video with talking about some WW things, like why I changed my goal weight. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into my food favorites. Lately, I think it's the season that we're in, I have been obsessed with citrus. So I keep my citrus in the fridge because I just think that it's refreshing. I just saw that Amanda Lewis recently does this as well, and I just totally agree that it makes it taste so much better. So these are the Halo, I believe these are the mandarin oranges. I always get the mandarins and clementines mixed up. I think these are the mandarins, and these are the ones that I like better. You could tell by the size, I like the bigger of the two smaller oranges. Yeah, and then this is a grapefruit. I had one of these this morning. I just got it grocery shopping yesterday, and I really prefer the jumbo ruby reds, but this was just happened to be a better price. So this is what I picked up. Definitely recommend the jumbo ruby reds though. They're so good. These are both in season and they are so sweet. Usually grapefruit can be like bitter, but it's been super sweet lately. And I have been cutting it in half, putting it in a bowl, and then putting the Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. I'm sure that if you've watched my videos before, you've seen me do this a trillion times for breakfast. So this is great with some eggs, or you know, just as a little add-on to whatever you're having for your breakfast. This next item used to be one of my like favorite standby items, but I kind of forgot about it, and then I just found it like hiding in the back of my pantry this month and thought that I would throw it in because I've been using it a lot, and it is Nutritional Yeast. I used to be vegan before I got pregnant with my second son, and this was like a staple in my recipes and in my cooking. And if you've never had it before, it's kind of like, has a little bit of a cheesy flavor. It's kind of hard to describe, but you can use it in place of Parmesan cheese on your pasta, which is what I normally do. And you can make like a nacho cheese sauce with it. It's just like little flakes. This is just from the bulk section at one of my local markets, but Bob's Red Mill makes a really good one, and you can usually find it in like the baking aisle at your local grocery store. My next item is just an empty, lonely jar, and I'm so sad, but I found this at Walmart. If you've watched any of my other videos before, you've seen this before, and it is the tomato and mascarpone cheese pasta sauce. It is by the brand Sam's Choice, which I believe is exclusive to the Walmart brand of stores, but it is so good. It is 3 points on Blue for a half a cup of sauce. And I think that that's plenty. It's got a great flavor. You can definitely taste the cheese in it, and it kind of reminds me almost of like a vodka sauce, which I miss so much because vodka sauces are a little bit higher in points. So this, I feel like, is a great substitute to that. Sticking on the bandwagon of like Italian night, I think every single week in the month of February, we have had spaghetti squash for dinner. I just got one grocery shopping yesterday, but we already ate it last night for dinner, so I don't have one I feel like everybody knows what a spaghetti squash looks like, but I'll insert a picture of one right here just so that you can see if you want to try it, but you're not sure which squash it is at your grocery store. It's just like a yellow oval shape. My next item I picked up from the produce section at Walmart. I'm sure you could find it at any grocery store, and it is the Fresh Gourmet crispy jalapenos, and I've been having these on my salads, but on the top, or no, on the bottom, it says that you could put it on your burgers, and I think that that's definitely gonna be something that we try this summer. This bag's almost gone because, yeah, but I've been having 2 tablespoons or 14 grams of these on my salads. Let me just scan it here. And that is 2 points. So a little 2-point crunch for the top of your salads, like in lieu of crouton or something like that. My next 2 items are 2 things that I found out about just through the people at my WW workshops. It's things that they just threw out as suggestions. And the first one, my leader specifically is obsessed with, and I feel like she's gotten so many people hooked on it that go to my particular workshop, but it's the Anthony's cheddar cheese powder. I mentioned this in one of my videos, my what I eat in a day videos, because I was having it on popcorn, but it's so delicious. The ingredients are clean, it is non-GMO with no artificial coloring, and it's gluten-free. It's basically like the cheese powder that comes in like mac and cheese. My kids love it when I mix it in with their white rice. They gobble it up. You could make your own mac and cheese if you mixed it with milk and butter and then put it on any kind of noodle that you wanted it on. So we've done it in like with bow tie pasta before. If you have to have like a fun shape of pasta to get your kids to eat it, it's perfect for that. I like it on my popcorn and my broccoli. So for 1 tablespoon, it's 1 point, and I usually use like not even that much. I just use some olive oil spray or butter spray, and I will sprinkle it over my popcorn. And I just repurposed an empty spice jar. I just ran it through the dishwasher so the cheese didn't taste like basil or whatever was in here before. And then I just labeled it on there. It's just like a plastic container, and it still has the, try not to get cheese powder on my bedspread, it just has the shaker top still on there. So I just sprinkle some on my popcorn. I don't even measure this out. It's 70 calories for 2 tablespoons. So, and there's no way I even use 1 tablespoon on my popcorn. So that is delicious. I definitely recommend. I'll have a link for it down below. It was a, let's see, a 1 pound bag for $11.95, and it lasts forever because you only use a tiny bit on anything that you're using it on. The next item that was recommended just at my meeting yesterday was the Blue Moon Light Sky Citrus Wheat Beer. This is 12 ounces. It's 4.0% alcohol by volume, and it scans in at 3 points. It has 3.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories. It says it's brewed with tangerine peel. And then me and my husband both had one of these yesterday. I usually like to have an adult beverage on Saturdays, which is my no track day. Just like in the evening, maybe like with dinner or whatever. So we both had this, cut an orange in half, put it in a cold beer mug, and squeezed some orange juice in it, and it was so good. It's going to be a great summer drink. So if you like to have an adult beverage every now and then, I definitely recommend this. It was so refreshing, especially if you like citrus taste. I think it tastes like a regular Blue Moon, maybe just a tad bit lighter, I guess you could say, but I definitely recommend. It was just, I just picked it up from my local grocery store. I think that's it for the food favorites. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to lifestyle. If you're not interested in any of the lifestyle February favorites, I will go ahead and put the timestamp right here for when I am going to start my WW goal weight discussion. So my first 2 products are gonna be like personal care products, and I only have 4 lifestyle favorites. So this is something that my mother-in-law picked up, or she got for me for Christmas, and it is like towels that you put over your hair after you wash it. It's made from microfiber, and it has like a button here and a string here. So you kind of like flip your head over, put it up, and then twist it on the top, and then put the loop through around the button. The reason that I like this so much, well, there's multiple reasons, but it's really light. Like when you do the same thing with a towel, it's kind of heavy and it like flops around on your head, and it doesn't feel that great, but this is nice and light. The main reason that I really like this is because I have really, really dry hair. I only wash it 2 or 3 times a week, and otherwise it like breaks and it just looks not shiny and not very healthy. So this keeps your hair from being sopping wet after you get out of the shower, but it also, it doesn't dry out my hair. It keeps it looking healthy and nice, and yeah, I really like this. Definitely recommend. It looks like a turban when it's on, and I like to keep it on while I put on my makeup, and then I just throw it in when I wash my bath towels, and all the makeup comes, like my foundation and stuff comes off of it. I will try to find something similar to this and link it down below. My next product I found through my hairdresser. When she colors my hair, she uses a semi-permanent hair dye, and if I don't use just the right shampoo and conditioner, my hair dye tends to wash out really easily. So I found these. It is the Redken Color Extend Shampoo and Conditioner. These are the ones in the red bottle, and I have actually refilled these with the liter. Ulta was having their liter sale, so it was like buy one get one or 50% off or something. So I just refilled my smaller bottles because they fit better in my shower caddy. But this is the Color Extend, and I've noticed that since I've been using this in the month of February after getting my hair colored at the end of January, my color has lasted so much longer. It was just like coming out, and I have like grays here and there. They're probably not as noticeable to other people as they are to me, but I definitely noticed that my grays are less noticeable when I use this particular shampoo. The only thing that I don't really like that much is that it's, from what I can see on the bottle, Redken is not a cruelty-free brand. My next 2 items are for the home, or like cleaning products. We recently got a new kitchen table, and it is solid wood, and I needed something because my kids, well, my youngest Ben in particular, he gets food everywhere, like all over the table, all over his chair, while he's eating. So I needed something that was gonna clean, not only like clean the surface, but make it look polished. So I found this. I got it on Grove Collaborative, but I know that I have seen it at Target before with their cleaning products, and it is the Method Wood for Good Daily Clean in the almond scent, which I think is the only scent that they make in this particular product. But this cleans the wood on my table, and it makes it look nice and shiny, and it smells so good. So it says cleans grease and grime and leaves a shine. So it's good. And I've used it on like my wood furniture before, and it always makes it look nice and polished and clean. And I think it smells better than like Pledge or anything like that. It's got a really nice almond scent. My next item is the Method dishwasher packs. I like these in the free and clear scent. I know that they do make scented ones, but I just kind of try and stray away from that kind of stuff on our dishes, like our soaps and stuff, because I just feel like it's better without. I actually do an Amazon subscription to these to ship to us once a month. One bag comes with 45 pods, which is good for 45 loads of dishes, and each pack of 45 is $10.99. So I feel like that's a pretty good price for like a more natural dishwasher detergent. And my favorite thing about these is that they actually get the dishes clean. So that is going to be it for my favorites. And I just wanted to do like a quick little discussion on why I decided to change my WW goal weight. So throughout this whole time of me making videos, I've kind of like thought that it was a little bit nerve-wracking to share specific numbers with everyone, just because I don't know, it's like, I feel vulnerable to put myself out there, but I thought about it and I decided that if I can just help at least one person on their journey and inspire one person to make their way along whatever weight loss journey you may be on or starting or wanting to start, that I would do it. So my very first WW or Weight Watchers weigh-in was on April 9th, 2018, and I weighed in at 241 pounds. May 11th, 2019, I weighed in at my very lowest weight, and that was 154.6 pounds, and that made a total loss of 86.4 pounds. From May 11th, 2019 until my weigh-in on like January 4th, so like my first weigh-in of 2020, I steadily gained weight back. I got back up to, let's see, the highest weight there I see is 166.8. And I didn't feel horrible at that weight, but I knew that it wasn't where I wanted to be. So I started going to workshops because I felt like super stagnant, super unmotivated to keep doing Weight Watchers. I never stopped paying for the online membership, but I just kind of stopped tracking. So I came back and decided that I was gonna start going to workshops, and I went on the purple plan. Didn't really work for me. I think it was consuming so much fiber, it just would make my stomach not feel its greatest. So I ended up going back on blue, started going to workshops, and since I've been going to workshops, I am back down to, let's see, my weigh-in yesterday was 163.8. The problem was that I set my goal weight for 155, and I just decided that I was going to be honest with myself, and realizing that 155 was not sustainable. I should have said at the beginning of this that I am 5'9", so I'm not petite. I'm not like tiny. I'm fairly tall. I'm taller than most people I know. So I decided to, when I went to my meeting yesterday, I bumped my goal weight up to 160, which is still in the healthy range. So at 160 pounds, 5'9", that would put me at a BMI of 23.6, which according to them is well within the healthy weight range. So that's what I decided to do yesterday, and it was a big step for me to realize that my lowest weight wasn't sustainable, and it took probably 3 weeks of going back and forth on it in my head of whether or not I should drop it or make it higher or keep it the same. So as of right now, I have 3.8 pounds to lose. I'm sharing this today because I want people to know that it's okay for things to not go as you originally thought they were going to go. The weight might not come off, it might not come off as fast as you want it to come off. You might have to adjust your goal weight up or down based on how you're feeling. You might reach what you thought was going to be your goal weight and then realize it's either not sustainable or you're still not where you want to be. So just know that it's okay to be flexible and to learn how to be flexible, and for those mental adjustments to take time. So that is where I'm at. I am 3.8 pounds to goal. I have a girls trip coming up to Florida at the end of April, like my birthday weekend. So I don't know how that's all going to play out. My leader thinks that I should make my weight now my goal and work my 6 weeks of maintenance, and then be lifetime before I even go on my trip. That's like another one of those things where I'm not where I thought I was going to be when I hit goal. So it's hard for me to even think about bumping up my goal again, but I am within my healthy weight range right now, according to Weight Watchers. So I think I'm gonna take this week and decide if I wanna go 163, hit goal, work my 6 weeks of maintenance and get lifetime, or if I want to try to get down to 160 and then start my 6 weeks of maintenance after I get back from my trip. I don't want to have to track while I'm on vacation. I want that weekend to be a time to spend with my girlfriends and have fun and relax and enjoy myself. So I will keep you updated on what I decide to do with that. I hope you liked this video, not only the February favorites, but also chatting a little bit about my personal journey, and I hope that I can inspire you to succeed and to get where you want to be and where you see yourself. I think that's going to be it for me today. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see more from me. I will try and link all of these things in the description box below. I'll see you next time. Bye!